What's going on, people? I'm back again. I'm John. Tonight I've got two lads who's been a regular on the chat. Absolutely fantastic guys. I've got Jason and I've got supporter Anil. Good evening to you guys.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good. How are things? You guys, you having a good day?
Yeah.
Wasn't until I saw the lineup.
Yeah, man. It's not good. It's not good at all. I mean, I've got so many comments at the minute. I've got Paul J's giving us comments as well, sort of thing, as you can see. I'm going to go fly for very quick. Even John, hope you're well. I'm okay, just doing a good day so far. Now, Hayden wants to do a runner. I'll comment to him in a second. Question is, who else? Matthew got a loan. I heard that at this point. I don't care if the whole team F's off. Got up this time because Spurs going to be out, give us a beating. It won't be tough. Then on Saturday, we're going to get beaten again by a very good Southampton team that made United look bad. And yeah, Paul's got loads of comments he asked, sort of thing, like, so I'm not going to read it out, sort of thing. But, yeah, got you mean. Sorry about this. He's a good guy, and, good bet. And then I got Jake. Southampton has lost 3-1 to Everton before that, don't forget. They are a flaky team. You more likely get a result against them than Burnley because you at least got to score against them. And then Jake's I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I'll go forward. And he said, so watching this team for 50 years, this is probably the worst team I've ever seen. Jason, Anna, what do you make of that? The worst team in 50 years?
Well, I ain't that old.
Haven't been alive for 50 years, John. I don't know.
Nor have I.
Listen, I'm going to have to agree. I mean, this is the worst team I've seen in a long, long time. It really is. You know what I mean? Even the McLaren's team, even though I didn't like him, right? The squad McLaren had would have beaten the team they had today. Like, you got like Isoko, right? You got Ronaldo would have ripped this team to their good one as well. Do you know what I mean? And Mitrovic as well. Well, I mean, okay, he might not be everyone's cup of tea, but I think he would have done a good job as well. But, I mean, we played 2 games, Jason, right? 2 games gone, right? And I said in the summer that we're going to struggle. If we don't start well, we're going to be in serious, serious trouble. Now I'm getting people come up and see 2 games gone, I'll just be negative. No, I can see it a mile off. What do you make of it?
I think we also, just by watching pre-season, we knew that it wasn't going to be good for us. And it looks like we're still stuck in pre-season mode because we're still not performing at all. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's just going to carry on. I don't see us beating Burnley. I don't see us beating Southampton. We're definitely not going to beat Man United. We've got more games after that. We're going to stay on 0 points until a couple of months down the line, if we do pick up a single point.
Yeah, it's absolutely a joke. It really, really is. I mean, I didn't feel confident going into the season. I mean, I've said many a time this is the same squad that we saw last season, right? And we've seen too many poor performances of the same squad in last season. Okay, now it's changed. And I know, I mean, Annie, I meant to say, sorry. If you look at that team lineup, right? I mean, from outside in, would you say that Newcastle stay up this season?
Even if you don't stay up, that team, that squad, in the second tier of English football, Christ, it's way too strong. It's like Fulham's of this year, basically like Fulham's of this year. It's just way too strong for the Championship. Is it good enough for the Premier League? I think it is. But what you have now is a manager who, first, is not liked by the fans, and second, I believe doesn't have the capabilities of succeeding at a club like Newcastle. Maybe if he was given like the Brentford job, maybe he could have stayed up. I know Brentford are very different. Maybe he could stay up with Brentford because maybe he can, grind a few draws and just do that. But they're very different expectations at Newcastle. It's definitely good enough for the Premier League, absolutely. But it's just what manager you have. You had Rafa Benitez there a couple of seasons ago, who. Now, I want to ask you this. Did Rafa Benitez get the best out of the squad?
I'd say yes, he did. And I'll tell you for why. Because the players believe, in my opinion, they believe in Rafa Benitez. I mean, he has a good organisation to the team. and he tells them what to do in FEDL, right? They played their sweat their guts out, sweat, shit, and blood for Rafa Benitez because he's a world-class manager. And when you have a world-class manager, in my opinion, who's going to look up to them? Do you agree with that, Jay?
Well, the players wanted to play for him. You can see that. And yes, we can say maybe it was boring football at times and we played defensively, but that was the key word there, defensively. We knew how to defend. We could defend. We could be a solid rock at back. And now we're managed by a former defender and we don't know how to defend. We are so leaky.
We are very, very leaky. I mean, at the end of the day, man, he was because he didn't believe in Mike Ashley.
But when you say that Rafa has been this great manager for Newcastle, I would argue to say that in Steve Bruce's first 2 seasons, he matched the exact same points tally to Rafa.
He finished 1 point below Rafa.
Yeah.
Wow. Makes a difference, doesn't it? I mean,
exactly. Every point counts.
1 point. But he got pretty much the same points tally as Rafa Benitez. And hence, Bruce has been criticised. Rafa's being like this incredible manager, world-class manager. Yes, he is a world-class manager, but I don't think he necessarily succeeded at Newcastle.
Right. I mean, he got us 10th, then he got us 12th, and wow.
He didn't get relegated.
Do what?
Rafa didn't get relegated.
Nah, he didn't. I'll say even to, by the way, Dave, hope you okay? No, he didn't, because Rafa's a brilliant manager, and he still is. In my eyes, he's absolutely brilliant. But
I think what we loved about Rafa is that as soon as something went wrong, he was straight to the touchline, dishing out his orders, hands flailing all over the place. But when you look at Steve Bruce, hands in his pockets, looking down at the ground, not doing a single thing.
No, he doesn't care. That guy doesn't care.
And also, what stream are you watching the game on tonight, lads?
I've got a couple of streams that may work, so I'll be testing them out. They won't go live till noon after kickoff. So if any of them work, I'll send you a link.
That'd be amazing if you do. That'd be brilliant. That'd be absolutely brilliant. And I see if I can do a watch on there.
I can't find it on heygove.com, so it's not on there.
No, it's not on that one.
They're showing West Brom, aren't they? West Brom, Arsenal.
I tell you what, he's under pressure, Arteta, to eat like he's under pressure. If he doesn't win that game, and this is, I'm going to comment out later on here about Bruce and Arteta. Better corners. I got around here.
I don't understand why they're putting Arsenal West Brom on Sky, then they put them on heygove.com. What's the point of that?
Yeah. Crazy, man. Absolutely crazy.
Because it's one of the big 6, so it's going to bring in the money, isn't it?
Jeff Hendrick is currently trending on Twitter.
He's trending on Twitter.
The second coming of Hendrick.
He's on the starting lineup tonight, lads.
Yep.
He is.
Right centre of midfield.
Yes.
So he's gonna be completely non-existent. We're playing with 10 men out there already.
Crazy, man. Absolutely madness.
Do you want us to tell you the lineup?
I've seen the lineup.
I've got the lineup, yeah.
Right. Let me just go for that. Go for the comments mid because I'm over flooding. I've got Ryan saying my pitch into like Burnley 2, Newcastle 0. You guys need the second for us too late because by Christmas you will be down because you got the top 6 get toxic. Look at the December fixture list, yeah, and Ryan is absolutely correct. And if Henrik and Kraft started, it looks like will be a long, long night. Paul said he's not going to get sacked. Thinking LG suspended, we are screwed. Well, if you guys don't have a chance of staying up, then Paul. And I'm gonna have to agree with you.
This is the lineup for tonight. It's
even two Jules, mate. Even to Andrew, mate.
Woodman in goal. the back five of Mankayo, Kraft, myself, Clark, and Lewis. The midfield is Jeff Hendrick, Sean Longstaff, and Ryan Fraser. The two strikers is Joe Linton and Dwight Gill. On the bench, he's got Matty Longstaff, Mikel Almiron, Mark Gillespie, Joe Willock, Jacob Murphy, Fabian Shaw, and Alan St. Maximin.
It's a strong bench.
It is a strong bench, isn't it?
You know what
None
bench is
of them are finishers, though, are they?
what bench is actually stronger than what first 11?
It is, isn't it? I mean, it's an absolute madness again. Like, I mean, that team tonight.
It's a cup game, so I would expect the bench to be stronger than the first team, to be honest.
Yeah, I think you're right, Anna. I got Andrew, even two, Jules and Andrew as well. Out and about and will score. Jordan will score. Even two, Jules, hope you're okay. Jason, I'll sub to your channel. You subbed your channel, my guy.
Cheers.
And the only way Joe scores either Albert Fon, who's our own goal. I got loads of coming in, man. I really have. But just give a comment. Please give a comment, man. I think it's great.
Exactly.
And
I like that comment.
Keep it coming, all right?
Even your
The only way
teams on the
Joe Linton's going to score tonight. The only way Joe Linton's going to score tonight is if he scores from the back of his own net.
Then again, most of his goals that he scored for us have been in cup competition, isn't it?
Most of the goals he scores in near John.
Yo. Wow. I've got 4 here. Top man, John. Got to win Andy's or who's Arsenal fly.
You were hammered up tonight,
Me.
didn't you?
I know.
You were hammered last night for your comments on the Four Horsemen.
Yeah.
Calling Paul Bruce. You.
This is Jake's comment, so I'll be quick. I've got 20 people watching live. Please smash the likes up as well, yeah, and leave your comments in the sections down below. And so if you already haven't done so. So, yeah, Bruce had the benefit of Rafa's coaching with the assistant players, had less budget in total. Money from sole players wasn't invested, but the performances has deteriorated dramatically. Yeah, I totally agree, by the way. I totally agree. Big up to you. What Pongo do you say? Thrive from Duke OFC, bless him. 3 championship players at best, you can't have players like that in the Prem for too long because you get found out. Ryan is absolutely right, by the way.
But
Go on.
But what I would say to that is, why can't players from the Championship improve? We've seen so many players come up from the Championship into the Premier League and be absolute whirlwinds, really. They've been so good. So what I would say to that is, players can improve.
Yeah, they can improve under a coach that can coach people. Rafa Benitez cannot coach. Not Rafa Benitez.
Yes, he can.
Steve Bruce cannot coach.
Rafa Benitez cannot coach.
Dave exposed.
I got a blind moment there.
I'll let you off.
I've been thinking that for many years, I think.
Steve Bruce cannot coach.
Well, we've seen that. Look at Jamal Lewis. Fantastic player for Norwich. Comes to Newcastle, ruined by Bruce. He's gone backwards rather than starting to progress.
Look at Brendia. He's doing wonders in the Premier League now because he's working off Dean Saunders.
Dean Smith.
Dean Saunders. Wow.
Dean Saunders. You know what? I could make a book out of this guy. Do you know what I mean? It'd be absolutely fantastic. My autobio. with the likeness here.
You know,
Next
You know,
I'm getting old. You know.
Next up, David Seaman starting for Arsenal.
We're doing
do
right.
you know James Ward? Do you know James Ward-Prowse? He's working under Steve McLaren.
All right, you
Yeah.
sarcastic twat.
Wow, this is cracking.
What was the Bristol City score at the weekend?
It wasn't the weekend. It was Friday. Get your days right, Dave.
Hey!
Well, what was I'll get the gears right then. What was the Bristol City score on Friday?
If you want to say no comment, you can say no comment, mate. I'll let you. I got Jake here. Points.
We lost.
Liverpool story. Bruce benefit from four.
Yay!
Liverpool taking a nose dive. United had a poor first half since they collapsed and insane luck in games. And with Keith even John, even to keep your care, we don't have anything strong at the minute. I totally agree. And even to us, everyone's chatting to everyone else. So I meant to say player sales won't really invest on Rafa. Bruce has had more budget in total. Yes, he did. And some of the players were good. Some's poor. Joe Linton as well. So worst I've seen in my life. Seriously, man. Absolutely ridiculous.
Rafa Benitez didn't want him.
Yeah, I agree. He didn't want him. But he was told that they're going to get him anyway. So when Rafa walked out, the reason they spent 40 million on Joe Linton is to put two fingers up at Rafa Benitez, telling him we can spend big when it needs to be.
But even Rafa only valued him at least half that amount.
Yeah,
Isn't even worth half that.
Well, no, it's not even worth 20p.
We'll give him the user on a free. I mean, you might score goals for you.
Actually, might actually. So.
He's already said he needs a right back, so we're sending him Kraft.
I mean, that should be right back in the dressing room, in my opinion. That's real.
I feel you can have Kraft, Hendrick, and Joe Linton.
Do you guys want Danny Simpson back? He's a great player. Great player.
He's great.
Player.
Do you know
Wow.
what? He was quite good for us, so yes, I would take him back.
Yeah,
Danny Simpson. Jason, are you going mad?
He was good for us. I would take him back. You can have Kraft. We'll do the swap. We'll take old Simpson, and you can have Kraft.
My word, Danny Simpson is bloody awful. He is so bad.
Wow. And he's the only one.
I'll take Danny Simpson back in a heartbeat.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Play 20 games in the Premier League with him against bloody Heung-min Son and Mohamed Salah, and then you'll realise why I'm criticising him.
Hey. Wow. I've got to read this comments quickly, going to talk to Isaac Hayden. And his good players come up from the championship and improve, in his opinion, one word, Bell. Steve Bruce says, destroy so many of these players. They were getting better under Rafa Benitez. I'm starting to think Bruce wet dream five at the back. He's playing five at the back. Indeed, Keith. Indeed, Bielsa's turned mid-table champ players into mid-table pen players, and that's the difference in coaching. Bielsa, Potter, Smith, all ex-champs manager, beating Bruce, the worst players. That's a good point there, Jake, except Grealish. And last one for the minute, beat Burnley tonight, and the pressure is massive on Saturday. We get beat tonight, it's going to be happening on the Southampton game. I want to talk about Isaac Hayden, guys. Isaac Hayden is being watched by Watford, for £10 million, right? I mean, could be a possible swap deal with Will Hughes. Would you sell Isaac Hayden? He's just on a 6-year contract.
Can I say something on that?
Yes, I would.
Go on,
Watford don't really need Isaac Hayden. They've got a stocked midfield. They've got let's say Will Hughes goes to Crystal Palace or Newcastle or anywhere. They've still got Chalobah, Etebo, Loser.
Chalobah's gone.
About 3 more players who are going to compete. And is Isaac Hayden better than 2-3 players? I'm not sure. The fact that Cisco's going to play 4-3-3. Maybe he could fit in, but don't think they need him.
I would do that swap deal, just for the simple fact that Isaac Hayden's his legs is gone, his knees is gone.
I'm not sure. Listen,
he does seem quite injury prone of late, but I would still ask for a bit more than 10 mil.
Hmm.
The rate that English players are being sold for these days, you could get more for him. He's still only 26, so he's still got a bright future ahead of him.
Never knew that Dwight Gale was in the movie To America.
yeah.
Oh, that
I hope
That was Paul J in the chat, by the way.
I mean,
Wow.
is that because he turned Bristol City down there?
We spent instead of Dwight Gale, we spent £5 million on a player who's just binned us off and gone to Turkey.
And it's gone around the free transfer.
Yes.
My understanding. But the things I take on midfield, right? They're going to and they sell and get rid of Matty Longstaff on loan. We're going to be short and Sean could be on his way as well to Everton. We're going to have no flipping midfield. We're going to have Hayden, Henrik, Almiron, and Shelby. That's our full midfield. 2 of them, right, played on the Rafa Benitez in the Championship, right? And we haven't improved at all whatsoever. We haven't improved at the back. We haven't really improved in midfield. And I feel sorry for ASM and Callum and even Willock as well, because those 3 players are key players. The rest of them are just not good enough for Newcastle United.
Yep. It's just a common problem with Bruce, isn't it? Where you'll get rid of the best players and keep the shit.
That is the thing. I mean, if you're going to get a lot of money for ASM, right, for say 60 million quid, okay, cool. But you need to invest on those players, I'm telling you. And don't buy quality. You got to buy quality, yeah? Because at the end of the day, right, you got to replace for like. But we do need to improve on defence. So in this occasion, you need to spend the money on defence anyway. So it's any heard of this kid? I've seen Johnson called McGill, really good young player. I haven't seen him, Andrew, mate. I've not seen him played. And I hope he plays for a top club in the future. Fun fact, Alioski sadly left the summer scored 3 times as many goals left back since Bielsa came in, as Joe Linton scored at forward at Newcastle. Wow. Anyhow, that is amazing, isn't it? That's a damning stat.
Can I just
go on?
Can I just ask Amy? Are you in the draw for the Carabao Cup tonight?
Dave.
Oh,
behave.
Sorry, yeah, you got binned out by Forest Green, didn't you?
Yeah, I wouldn't upset him.
No, you don't.
Once that fuse reaches the end, you get a whole boxing match against Chippers.
I didn't see the fans forum last week with Paul sort of had things on sort of thing, but I will catch up on that.
Amy got absolutely hammered last night off Paul.
I formally apologise to Paul. Okay, let's get over it.
Wow.
So did I. But I retaliated.
But I've got to come as fan cam next week. I've got to come on show next week on the fan cam. I've never done it, but I will do. And I've got Lazy Sunday, Bruce setting up in the midfield up for Henriquinho to tap over us at 10. No, thank you very much. I'd rather take Travis Scott as our number 10. Andrew C. I was Sir Hayden and Sean Longstaff. We're going to be short midfield anyway if you did that, mate. You know what I mean? I know they're not good enough for me, sort of thing, but hey, you know, we need to revamp that midfield very quickly. We need a destroyer. We need a creativity, and we need someone's going to pass that ball. We ain't got that. And I've got Andrew Trules, the village I live in is called Runs Jill. Weird. Sorry, Andrew, but it's funny in a good way. Yeah. So would you keep It's got Cardiff City. That's your next game.
Yeah, it is. Saturday.
That'll be
Sky.
What's that? Both Welsh teams in 2 weeks.
Yeah, it is.
Hey.
That's normally the case because we're about 20 miles from Cardiff, aren't we? So it's good. It's gonna be feisty, to say the least.
I think Cardiff will win that, like, hands down.
Cardiff are gonna smash us if we don't defend.
Be
if we
confident.
How the hell can I be confident? How the hell can I be confident when they've got 5 of our ex-players? For God's sake, literally banged on to about 3 of those to score fluky headers in the box.
Yeah. They got a couple of ex-Bristol City players there.
Yeah, about 5. About 5, yeah.
Anna? It could be the derby, man. I've got I've got Andrea. Is this a watch along then, John? It's not on the It's no stream for the Newcastle game, unfortunately. So they've got the Arsenal West Brom game. So sad that Bowers, I would have done it. Yeah, more like Hendrick in your hope. And that's me. If anyone's coming to me chat, click on that and I'll get you on there. I've got Andrew. It's like the village of the damn trolls. I know we're rolling students anyway perfectly well. Hendrick is perfect, just perfect. A woman bench. I tell you what, I would have anything them in team. Anthony, Lennon, and McNeil are going to cause us problems.
Yeah.
Lennon's,
Aaron Lennon just signed for Burnley about an hour ago as well.
Yeah, he used to play for Burnley, then he moved to Turkey, and then he's back at Burnley as well. Dwight McNeil is a class player. Him.
The Burnley
so is Chris Wood, and he's going to be that main threat.
The Burnley team is Wayne Hennessy in nets. The back
They don't have him anymore. Wait, they do. Wait, what? Yeah, they do have Hennessy. Sorry, they do have Hennessy. Yeah.
Well, then they balls that up if he's starting.
Back 4 of Phil Bardley, Ben Mee, Nathan Collins, Eric Peters. Midfield is Aaron Lennon, Jake Cork, Josh Brownhill.
Hey!
Shithill, Dwight McNeil, Chris Wood, and Jay Rodriguez. On the bench, they've got Ashley Barnes, Will Norris, Matthew Lawton, Lewis Richardson, Bobby Thomas, Charlie Taylor, and James Tarkowski.
Josh Brownhill, please come back to Bristol City. You're always loved here, please.
Why would he
downgrade?
Why would he downgrade?
He downgraded from Preston to Bristol City, so I can't. I mean,
well, he's from the north, isn't he, sort of thing. So I don't think he's gonna come back. I got GX1 McCarthy versus Pearson. It's gonna be like Lear Chiefs Newcastle. Yay!
Christ.
I got Paul, Chester Street Mags. I will that, lads. Good for you, Paul.
Just shit anyway.
Wow. I haven't seen Josh Brownhill properly. Is he a driving force in the midfield? Is he technically good? Is he ball winner?
He's a box to box midfielder. He has so much energy. He will run all day. He will not tire one bit. He is just an engine in the midfield. And the fact that Burnley picked him up from us for only 9 million, was it? Brilliant. I thought we should have got at least 15 to 17 million for him, but unfortunately, that's not how we run. But yeah, he was fantastic for us. Never wished he left because he was brilliant. Yeah.
Nah, he's shit.
Okay. He's better than John Joe Shelby and Jeff Hendrick, Dave. Okay.
Put together. Levels. Got Andy as well. Wood will bully our back line. We'll struggle.
Anyone's better than Shelby.
Yes. Even to you, Andrew again. Jobbett to play well for us at the back end last season. He seems to be one of the few players that are bad. I love him, but FIFA, Crafton Clark. Yeah. Poor Dummett, he's still out injured and he's sort of thing. He's a good defender, but I will not play him with left wing back again. Ever again. It has to be at the back.
Who's that?
Paul Dummett. I'll never play him ever again. Left wing back.
No, it has to be a back four.
A strong back four, yeah. I mean, if I have a back four, I have Dummett and Lascelles all day long. I mean, I love Alan Shearer.
But
I do love him.
The only thing is, right, is Jamal Lascelles isn't very good in the back four.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of people say that as well. He's not good at the back four, like, do you know what I mean? But I prefer
I'd rather have in a back four. I would rather have Fernandez and Clark, or Fernandez and Shaw, because Shaw can bring the ball out.
Yeah. What do you think, Jason? I mean, who would you, if you had a flat back four, who would your centre half still be?
Fernandez would definitely be the one. And
I'm twisting between Clark and
I would have Clark because he was decent last season until he got offered a new contract. Then he started going downhill. But then I wouldn't also have Lascelles either because he's just a shell of his former self. So it's difficult. I'll just play three at the back. One right, one on the right, one on the left, and just have Fernandez in the middle on his own.
Yeah,
and just go full on attacking with, I don't know, 5 in midfield and another 3 up top. No, 4 in midfield and 3 up top. I'm putting an extra player on there.
That is it. I mean,
see, our best formation is a 4-3-3. You play Manquillo outright, Fernandez and either Shaw or Clark in the middle. On the left, you either play Dummett or Lewis. Midfield, you would play. Oh, that's the thing. Midfield, you would play either
Hayden.
You play Hayden. Willock.
Cool.
And you would have to play John Joe Shelby, wouldn't you?
No.
Me personally, I wouldn't. I'll play Hayden, Willock, and maybes for me.
Oh, Longstaff, sorry. Yep. Play Longstaff, Hayden, and Willock. And then the 3 up front, you would go Maxi right, Mickey left, and then Wilson in the middle. That's our best formation.
Go on.
I've got to go now. I've got to go somewhere in 5 minutes. So I'll see you next Wednesday. Yeah.
Next Wednesday. See you next week. Thanks for coming on, Andy, mate. So you take care.
No problem. See you, Jason.
See ya.
Ethan.
That's Andy, by the way. Yeah, I mean, for me, I'd love to play a 4-3-3, but we haven't got the technical ability to play a 4-3-3 at all whatsoever. We just haven't. So for me,
we've played it before.
Never played, not in the boost. They haven't.
We have.
Don't think we have.
We have. We played it. The
4-3-3.
Back end of last season, we played 4-3-3, and we played Mickey out on our left, and ESM on the right.
No, that's because he played a diamond formation with the split strikers under Graham Jones. So he did play through midfield. One's a free roll and 2 up top. So yeah, that is a 4-1-2-1-2, like a diamond formation. So.
Oh, I thought it was 4-3-3.
I'll read his comments quickly before we go on to the next topic. Maybe we should start play some boosts so Man United can come and sign him. And I've got Max as well. Any streams? Not tonight for Newcastle. Unfortunately not. Tribe is not there, so I've done a watch along. Hard to write that, to be fair. I've got this on tonight. Yes, he's starting tonight in midfield. He's playing on number 8. And I've got Anthony as well. 4-1-4-1. Would that work, that formation? 4-1-4-1. I think it can, you know.
Maybe.
I'm not too sure because
that's elite formation.
You fine well where he's not going to play a 4 at the back. He's not.
Nah.
He's just not.
Too stubborn, isn't he? It's too stubborn. And we said this loads of times, Jay, that Steve Bruce is such a stubborn manager. He will not change a thing whatsoever. This is this way, and he's going to play.
He won't. He never changes.
Like when I went into that, when they had that thing on BBC Radio Newcastle where he was taking all the calls.
Yeah, man.
I went on and I questioned him about 5 at the back, and he said it's because we have too many centre backs. That was his answer to me. It's because we have 6 centre backs at the club, and he finds it hard to leave one out. Well, you can't play all 6 centre backs anyway.
You just cannot. It's ridiculous. I mean, the fact is, if you lost a couple of defenders through injuries, etc., what will happen is he's going to play Isaac Hayden in the back three and maybe play Shelby in the back three. Do you know what I mean? Because he doesn't want to break that 5 on the back.
And then a caller after me questioned him on why are you playing people out of position? And he turned around and he goes, well, Kraft, I haven't played Kraft out of position. Kraft can't play centre back. I'm like, no, he's a right-hand sided defender.
Yeah, I watched him.
That's what got me. He said, "Oh, Richie and Murphy are more forward-thinking players. Joe Linton, I've already admitted he's not a striker; he's more of a winger. So yes, I do admit I played him out of position. What happens against Aston Villa? He plays him in that exact same position again.
Did you listen to it, Jason?
Yeah, I think it was Steve Howie that pissed me off the most right at the end when he just muttered under his breath that if it's the fans' fault for not picking up the phones to ask those difficult questions. Those questions were screened. You know that for a fact. And he has the nerve to say that, it's our fault for not picking up the phone and asking those questions. I can guarantee you probably 98% of those fans were asking those difficult questions, and that's why they weren't bloody asked.
I definitely asked him, why do you play 5 at the back? And I also asked him, why does he leave it late to make a change? But I never got no answer to that.
Crazy, man. Absolutely ridiculous. I watched the first half.
Subject. Honestly, as soon as I asked him, why'd you leave it late to make a substitution? You went and changed the subject to something else.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I heard about that. That's not very good. That is poor scripting as well. And I tell you what, now it's about time that football club gets hit with our questions. I want to see journalists stop being puppets, right, and really go into Steve Bruce. There's one journal who I like, is Craig Hope. He's my journalist, right? He went in hard on him. Went in absolutely hard on him. That's
why he's banned from the club.
Good. Well, I would say good. I say okay, cool. At the end of the day, but Steve Bruce doesn't like Craig Hope because he can't handle him. Craig Hope chased out Steve McClaren, and I'd love to see Craig Hope chase out Steve Bruce one day. Just you wait.
Even if as well, if you've actually watched those pre-match interviews, every time Lee Ryder's name is mentioned, and now we go to Lee Ryder, you always see behind his head. He always rolls his eye as soon as Lee Ryder's name is mentioned.
Every single time. That manager is so arrogant, yeah. Lee Ryder has toughened up a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, he has toughened up a little bit, yeah. It's his job to do that, you know. He used to be weak, but now I've noticed him, he's getting strong. I'd love to get Lee Ryder on my chat one day and have a chat sort of thing. Like, now I'm not gonna go hard on him, sort of thing. Just ask him basic questions on him. I'd love to see him come on me chats. I tried to get Jamie Hart on me, I'm sure as well, but he still hasn't.
He's a complete bell end, him.
Isn't he just? He had to go at Arteta, he didn't have to go at Bruce, yeah? And Ray Parlour, the other day, has come out and see that Arteta's under big pressure. He's got to fix up. And yes, when it comes to Steve Bruce, he loves him. He loves him that much. It is unreal, man. And I think the pundits needs to open their eyes, do the research. If you cannot be part of that, I should just get them out.
Same as Gabby Abonlahor. Honestly,
Yeah.
he loves. He's another one that loves. He loves Mike Ashley. And it's
Yeah.
only.
They are all fine giving it all that.
Yeah, man.
But I'd like to see them try their hand at management and have criticism on them.
I'll come on to Jimmy Harvey in a second, guys. Just in real comments, got to get overflowed. The best lineup we can have is 4-2-3-1. Personally, we have, and I agree with you there. Versus a winger who's not. It's an effing idiot. Cabbage needs kebab eating. Well, you know, more than ever to manage a club. Sorry, but fed up with Boost and his chaos. He is a winger. And he can also play left back. It needs to be. And I think he's not a bad left back at that as well. 4-1-4-1's great if there's lots of movement and creates overloads down wings. Can't see him enough use having the legs, let's be honest. Comment down in the middle. Shelby needs to run as much as Calvin Phillips. Can you see that? Definitely not. Where can I find the stream for the game? I need Alex is not on tonight, mate. I've got to call him ASL for now, sort of thing. You know, he sounds a good guy. 4-1-4-1, Lewis, Clark, Fernandez, McCredo, Hayden, ASM, Willett, and Miron, Fierce, and Murphy and Wilson.
So do them teams work, Jason?
No, I'm just watching it on the Newcastle page.
That's all we can do. Do the watch on the Newcastle page. I got 23 people watching live. That is absolutely fantastic. I had 55 watching.
It's live on the radio, but that's as far as it goes.
Crazy, man. I can't really do a watch along on the script sort of thing, unfortunately, but it has to be live, so I need to see it live. I want to talk about our win backs as well, guys. Right? I mean,
they could have placed one on Sky Sports, on Sky Sports main event, one on Sky Sports football, then they could have had another one on BT. But no,
that's exactly right.
It's cheap.
Exactly. Exactly. Totally agree. You know what it is, guys? So, I mean, the wing backs, for me, in my opinion, doesn't work. Jacob Murphy, I like him. He's a winger, but he's not very good defensively when he plays wing back. And that's Matt Ritchie. As much as I love the guy, he has not got the legs playing at wing back at all. Because I've noticed when the ball gets over the top of Ritchie, he struggles to get back. Do you agree with that one?
Well, we all know Ritchie and Murphy aren't wing backs. They're not defenders. They were brought in as midfielders. They should continue as a midfielder. That's their profession. They know how to work the midfield, so they should be stuck in midfield.
Yeah, I totally agree. Do you agree with that, David?
What's up?
Do you on wing back? So you got Matt Ritchie as wing back and Jacob Murphy. They're good going forward, but defensively they're just sussed, absolute sus. When the ball plays over the top to them, they tend to struggle, especially Ritchie.
Yeah, Ritchie's not a left wing back. He's more of a left midfielder.
Every single time. Excuse me, every single time.
Because if you play him in the left mid spot, you could see him running down that flank and crossing the ball to the next to the strikers to get on the end too. He's not a defender. He's
not a defender at all. Not a defender. And this is why Steve Bruce is playing plays out of position. I mean, you got to play with Murphy, Ritchie, you got Fierza plays out of position, and Miron plays out of position. ASM plays out of position as well. He's playing plays out of position. And the players think, you know what? Yo, I'm happy to play, but you're going to have to tell us that, you know, I'm not going to be as good than me no position, like, you know, Jay. And I think as well,
it's a low shot, Jeff Hendrick, and it's not too far wide, but I think Hennessy, who got down well, probably had it covered. I think the keeper always knew it was going wide.
What's that? Then wants to turn that down.
Yes, please, mate. Sorry. Won't be too long anyway, but I know you go watch him after. I mean, what it is, right? I mean, you got Keith as well. He made a good point. Round pegs and square holes. Steve Bruce doesn't do tactics, right? He doesn't care, right? And even Villa fans are having a go at him, saying that he just throws ball in the middle of the park, just say, let's play. That's all he does. He hasn't got no tactical nous in his brain.
He hasn't. He's admitted himself. He doesn't do tactics. And even what annoyed me the most, he said in an interview that back in his day, about 20 years ago, when he went into management, he didn't need to have all of these qualifications and all these badges. He went into management straight away. So this is a guy that doesn't even have his own badges. Whether he's got them now or not, I don't know. But he hasn't got his badges, and he doesn't even know how to manage.
He hasn't got his badges.
So if we were to get into Europe, we're screwed there because he doesn't have no badges. Not that we would get into Europe under him.
I think that's mad. That's absolutely shocking, that sort of thing for a guy.
If we go to Europe, if we go into any Europe places, we would have to forfeit the Europe places. We would have to give up that spot
because he doesn't have a badge.
That is absolutely shocking. That is shocking, guys. Really, it's absolutely shocking. If you get into Europe, you should play in Europe no matter what. Just sack him. Get someone in who's got experience in playing European football, sort of thing, or someone knows what they're doing. Do you know what I mean? Give Eddie Howe a chance, you know? Or get a young manager who's going to come in and see what
badges as well.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to. It's a madness, man. It's an absolute madness. He's got 1 year left on his contract anyway, Bruce, and hopefully be gone at the end of the season or before that, I hope.
Not if it's a rolling contract. It ain't 1 year.
Well, no, didn't tell us about the rolling contract. I thought he came on a 3-year contract, and now
it's a rolling contract. He's on a rolling contract.
So it's not a 3-year deal then.
It's constant, year after year after year until he goes.
Contract.
That is a forever contract until he is sacked. Let that sink in.
That's a madness. That is. I mean, I only known about this a couple of weeks ago, right? I mean, why did not? Say again.
It's a rolling contract.
I tell you what, the club, they're just so secretive, sort of thing. They don't tell you now until it's too late. What about this Ayoze Perez sort of thing? Told us about the release clause. None didn't know this until he was sold, right? And the club's just secretive, yeah? There's got to be a release clause in the players' contracts. ASM, Willock, I'm sure they got it. Got to choose why we should argue that Bruce don't have what it takes paper-wise to be a manager. Joke he is.
Willock's already said if Newcastle go down, he would go down with them.
So he's going to stay?
He's going to stay.
But he has a relegation release clause in his contract, and if a Champions League comes in for him, they can release him as well.
It's all about the money.
But he did say that he is here for the football and not just for the money.
Crazy, man. It's a madness. But I just hope if you do get in Europe, not in this team, obviously, but crazy. I've got Keith, so no chance of getting Europe under Bruce. I've got Ryan as well. If they had a takeover tomorrow, he would take Antonio Conte. And who would you take? You wouldn't?
No. I wouldn't touch him with a barge pole.
Who would you take him? Who would you take?
A young manager.
Name?
I can't pronounce his name. Oh, what's his name?
Someone.
That manager from Brentford, what's his name?
Oh, Thomas Frank.
Him.
I wouldn't mind him at all. I wouldn't mind him at all. What about you, Jay?
It's always been Max Allegri for me. If not Max Allegri, then I would take Diego Simeone.
Yeah, for me, oh man, I've always said for me, it's easier to prize Mancini away from the Italian national team. So I'll go with Roberto Mancini all day long. What a brilliant tactician. Antonio Conte, I take. Simeone, I take. But I don't think Conte will stay long. That is the thing. And he also wants money as well. Simeone.
I don't like Antonio Conte. He's too fiery.
Yeah, but that's not his fault really, because he was told he got to sell top players at Inter Milan, and that's why he walked, and because he knew someone's going to happen there, sort of thing. But I see your point. Does anyone really know Bruce's contract? I don't think so. The club don't tell you now. Ryan said, in a heartbeat, Jig said, sorry, guys, until you start smuggling the cabbages in SJP's going nowhere. We'd be relegated. I'm telling you. Arteta, Young. I tell you what, I'd take Arteta over Bruce all day long. Would you take him, Jig?
I'll take Arteta, but so I see a couple of days ago that Arsenal have given him a vote of confidence. They're willing to give him more time. Could that be a good thing or could that be a bad thing, the way Arsenal started? They have spent quite a lot of money. But then again, so has Bruce, and he's done sort of with us.
Now, have you anyone heard watch AFTV and listened to a guy called Yardman?
I've never heard it. I've watched AFTV, but I've never heard of him.
Check him out. Yeah, I mean, type in AFTV Yardman, Arsenal no Chelsea 2. Listen to him. He put Robbie in his place. That is my guy. This is a guy who's passionate about his team and says how it like it is, yeah. And he doesn't care who.
I watch Lee Judge. I watch Lee Judges a lot.
Yeah, he's good, isn't he? He's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Some of the guys at AFT are fantastic. Yarman's brilliant. Lee Douglas, great leg.
I don't like that tie. He's so blindsided.
check out Julian then. Have you heard of this guy called Julian? He's worse, even worse than Ty. Him. But listen, Ty, what you see with Ty is what you get. I mean, at the end of the day, he's funny. But there you go. I've got a couple comments here. Gary said, we have every chance of getting into the championship under Cabbage Head, Steve Bruce, John Mitch. I tell you something, we get relegated, Gary, he's got to be sacked, no matter. Because I tell you something now, if he doesn't sack him, I can see season tickets going to be falling down the weird side. Do you agree with that, guys?
I don't even see us hitting the championship. With Bruce, we'd get relegated and fall straight into League One. We'd completely skip the championship.
Yeah. Obviously, do double relegations, lads. We do a double relegation. I'm not being funny, but
like I said on previous shows, I haven't renewed my season ticket. I ain't gonna renew it. Not until we'll get rid of Bruce, we'll get rid of Ashley, and we're on the upward path. I ain't spending no more money.
Yeah, that's very true. That's to you guys. You know, if you don't want a season ticket, cool. That's absolutely fine. Do you know what I mean? We respect you for that, whether you go or not. Guys, just to say you're vegan, they don't buy hot dogs and so on. That's the way you get your cabbage in the stadium. I think it's going to happen one day. And it's still 0-0 at St. James's. Thanks, Thomas. Hey, Thomas. And get Bruce in. The thing I was going to do, I don't know if you see.
I say Newcastle's going to start selling bacon burgers.
Yeah, I've heard that. And shove that in. Check out Steve Bruce. Check out his face, man. And also as well, I don't know what you think, guys. I mean, I spoke to I just said a tweet out yesterday because I got a couple of fans started rolling their mouths off to us, right? Seeing criticizing about my video, my YouTube channel, and having a go at us, yeah. And then I just blocked them straight away. And I was going to do a stream of naming and shaming those people, sort of thing, running their mouths, sort of thing. But only to be told by a few people, John, don't do it, John, because you're better than that, sort of thing. I don't know what you guys think.
If you've done it, you'd only start causing more trouble, and that's going to lead to a lot more trouble further down the line. So don't bother about it. Just brush it off, as Bruce would say, dust it down.
Yeah.
Just move on. Just move on from it. Just forget about them.
Just block them. Block them. Forget.
Block and move on.
Yep.
Block and move on.
Move on, mate.
Exactly. I got.
Like I say, if you ignore them, you're better than that. You're better than
exactly.
You're bigger than them.
Thanks, man. Just don't give the time as this.
You know, I'm like you know, John. I'm getting hammered at the minute with trolls.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
But I say to them is I'm telling the truth. I'm speaking the truth about my club. You're just hiding underneath your rock with your blinkers on.
Exactly. Well said. Well said. And if anyone gets bullied, sort of thing, just block and ignore. I get a lot of people, not just Newcastle fans, Man U fans, Liverpool fans, I get fans over the country. I had someone from Australia sort of thing, supposed United, said, John, take the notes of them as well. And yeah, I'll listen to the people, and it's not worth it. But Lee Gunner would have done that. He ripped him a good one. I got Jake as well. Your man's great. Got a soft spot for Ty. He might be more blinker than a blind mole, but he's a lovely bloke and never lets anyone get him down. I respect that. Yeah, I do like Ty, but he's super positive. He's a great guy.
I like Ty. It's just I just don't like how he goes when one of the Arsenal players foul doing. He always screams for a penalty. He screams
every time. Every single time.
And if it's thingy, you go, oh, red card. Everything's gonna be a red card.
And he calls the players by the first name. I'll tend to call the players by the first name nowadays. You know what I mean? I'll tell him to do that. You know, but he's super positive. I mean, Claude had to go at him. Great left, Claude. God rest his soul, sort of thing.
I never met him on YouTube, but he sounds the way people talk about him. He sounds like he's a well-known bloke.
Yeah, he is well-known because I'm getting people saying that on AFTV is just for fans, looks good on camera, sort of thing. But listen, at the end of the day, it is fun. I do like AFTV. I think it's fun.
So where was Claude? Was he on AFTV?
He was on AFTV. Then they kind of banned him because of the racial remark. Then he went on to Lee Gunner's channel as well. Big up to Lee Gunner, by the way. Love the streams. Love his channel. Big Arsenal fan. Tells us how it.
Lee Gunner. I think I've watched him.
Aye, he is absolutely brilliant. Absolutely, he's got 62,000 people watching.
I'm not really sure I'm following him.
Aye. This is the thing, right? I mean, if you've got bigger accounts on Twitter, sort of thing, like Lee Guller has, cool. Then he's done a wonderful job, yeah. But I've got 781 subscribers, right? And there are
like I've been told, it's not about your subscribers. It's about the content you put out on a regular basis.
Yeah, you got to do 2 streams. You got to do 2 streams a day. You got to do 2 streams a day.
It's not about the subscribers. The subscribers will come when you do the content.
Yeah,
like that's what I've been told of Paul.
Yeah, Paul's right. Paul's I need to be patient. And also, all right, just keep going. I mean, but I'm definitely going to do 2 streams a day. If I can do 2 streams, put it this way, if I'm on holiday, I'll do streams twice a day. If I wasn't working, I'll do it 3 times a day. Simple as that. If I get 1,000 people at least, I'll be a full-time YouTuber. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
But like Paul, because I said to Paul I was going to quit streaming, and he said why, and I said because I'm not getting any followers. He says it's a progress. You put content out there, and you will get followers.
I totally agree.
You will. It's taken me ages to get to where I am.
Because he said it's not a thing that works overnight. You don't get 1,000 followers overnight. You've got to work for them.
Unless you're on AFTV, you get it straight away. But you're right. All it is patience, yeah? The fact of the matter is, right? I mean, I don't really want a big my channel to be like a big accounts, like 20k, 30k, 50k, you know, on my streams, yeah? It's great too. But at the end of the day, right, you got to do good content like Dave and Paul just said.
Wow.
What's going on?
He's had a shot.
I thought you said he scored then.
No, Joe Linton's actually had a shot.
Wow.
Shot in the wrong direction, most likely.
Breaking news, Joe Linton's just had a shot. Champions comes quickly. Got to be a bigger man, John. Let the losers be losers. Not worth your time.
He made the keeper made a save.
Wow. And chose to leave it, John. Those people will always be bad, and you're a great man. Thank you very much indeed. Matty's on the bench. Tells you everything you need to know about Bruce. Is a cup game with good opportunity for him to have a look at him, but he'll be on his way anyway. Let's be real. And just think anyone can stick.
And just lost the ball, guys.
The judgmental to other deserves respect. Very rare thing these days. Don't have to agree with him to respect him. Yeah, I like Ty. I mean, okay, Ty may be super positive, like sort of thing, but listen, I think he's fun. I like Ty. I think he's funny. I do like him when he does All Lives Matter thing, sort of. He does that every time Arsenal scores a goal. Check him out as well. But yeah, so we're gonna go on to Saturday's game against Southampton, and what do you think the score's going to be, and how do you think the game's going to go? I'll start with you, Jason.
I'm going 2-1 Southampton. I think we'll go 1-0 down. The fans will get on Bruce's back. We'll get an equaliser. Fans will start cheering again. And then right at the end, we're going to get absolutely in the script. Adam Armstrong was going to come around and get the winner. And then you're going to hear the boos ring out right at full time. We're going to lose that game 2-1.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there, Jay. I'll go 2-1 defeat as well. Southampton to beat us 2-1. Armstrong's going to score twice. You can just see it written in the stars. He's going to score twice. Real talk. He's going to score twice because our defense is slow, and he's going to prove a point to us. Coming back to us saying that, look, I should never have left Newcastle United sort of thing, but Rafa sold him for a reason. But hey, we should have got him back. And then I've got David. What do you think the score's going to be, mate? Newcastle Southampton.
I'm going to shock you both and go with a 3-1 win.
What are you drinking?
Honestly, I think we will win 3-1.
What's in that vape?
Wow. So that's a good one, isn't it? I mean, 2-1. 2-1. Always both saying 2-1 Southampton, and Dave saying 3-1 to Newcastle. Okay, cool. Fair enough. And I've got West Brom might take Matty Longstaff on loan.
And my goal scorers will be Willock with the first.
Yeah.
The Maximan with the second. And Wilson with the third.
Okay, cool. And
yes,
I've got
Adam Armstrong for them last minute.
Fair enough. Got 2 shots on target. Wow, go Bruce. Adam Armstrong, we've got for on Saturday. I'll get twice. He'll score twice against us. You watch. Is Dave watching the game?
No.
John? No, he's on updates on radio. So from BBC Newcastle, I agree. Just a quick one for our goal. I want to talk about this. Richard Masters says he understands our fans' frustration because he sent a letter to one of the MPs. And basically, right, it's just a style. I don't know if you saw it, guys. Have you seen it at all?
No.
The letter?
No.
First I've heard of it.
I know the MP is saying.
You haven't seen it? I'm amazed. I'm amazed that you haven't seen it, man. It's just basically, right. I mean, I'll try and get it up. Like, I mean, got a team like that there. I won't read it all out, sort of thing. Just go bit by a bit. She basically said on the letter, because she sent a letter from 5th of July. Now it's the 20th of August, 6 weeks later. Masters sent her a letter. Did she honour her? Right, she goes, I'm writing to reply to your letter back 5th of July. I won't read the word to word. It's basically say, you will now be aware that on Monday, 9th of July, Newcastle and the Premier League attend a hearing on ongoing arbitration, which is going to take place in early 2022. Yeah? And in the end, right, I'll just go to one or two important bits here, if you don't mind. I would like to make it clear in response to suggestions of rumour club involvement in the process that absolutely not the case. The OD test is delegated to and carried entirely by the Premier League board. Other members clubs have no role whatsoever in the QND test or arbitration process. In the end, it says, I completely understand frustration that this matter has caused Newcastle fans.
But obviously he doesn't, because he's still delaying it. So he doesn't care.
The guy's absolutely deluded. The guy's trying to rile up Newcastle fans.
But he's still delaying this takeover. If he had any understandings, he would let this takeover go. He would say, right, I'm going to give it the green light now.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Absolutely.
So he hasn't got no understanding at all.
Shocking.
Even if he does pass it now, we've not got time to bring anyone in.
Yeah, I totally agree. What he probably do, I mean, if we get relegated,
Fucking
right?
hell.
Apparently,
Jeff
Maybe
Hendricks just getting more a corner, lads.
wow.
Oh,
He sees
Jeff
me up.
Hendricks
Sees
up
me
for
up.
it.
He sees you up, doesn't he? Wow. And unbelievable. I won't keep it too long, guys. So we just have very quickly 2 shots to said unreal. 2-1 Southampton. I agree with that. Masters, be quiet and keep your lips closed. That's my advice to him. Keep his mouth shut now. Just don't wind us up about it. But all I would say is he's got something to hide. He's definitely got something to hide. He don't want to pass it. Do you know what I mean? Because he knows full well the cat case is coming up next month. We win the cat case. That could lead us to a takeover. Is that right, Jay?
Sounds about right, yeah. I mean, the other one's been put off to around about, they said roughly around about February time. So we can't wait that long.
Definitely. But we get
And
relegated.
I don't think the Saudis will wait that long either. I think they'll go. I think they'll just they'll say, right, well, you've had your chance now. I'm going somewhere else. We'll buy some other club.
They'd be letting them down, sort of thing, because they do the whack away. They let the Premier League won. The Premier League would be laughing at them and laughing at us as well. Do you know what I mean? And they'd be celebrating. I don't want that to happen. I wanted to go all the way. I wanted to go to arbitration. That's what they're there for. Just hang in there, be patient, and it will come. Now we've got 22 after transferring to the close arbitration. Richard Masters just kicking the can down the road rather than doing this job. I think it's best if he resigned. Simple as that. We have 80% pass accuracy, not bad. So you are passing the ball.
So's the other one, Hoffman. I don't like him either. He's another monumental bell end.
Yeah, he is. What's it got to do with him? Do you know what I mean? I just hope. Oh, Arsenal scored, by the way. Arsenal winning goal to 0.
Yeah,
Bamiyang. So,
Oh, he's finally scored.
Finally. So there you go. Listen, guys, I'm gonna let you get away because you've been on for just over an hour, yeah. So I know it's gonna be a quick one. So I'm a bit early tonight, but I was watching football, and I was hoping to do watching on Saturday. If not, I'll probably go to the game on Saturday, right? But I will definitely do a phone call, video call on the Sunday if you guys are up for it.
Yeah, I'll be doing my live on Saturday night anyway. So if you want to pop on there, then
Sure.
cool.
Yes,
I'll be on next Saturday, Jay.
Champion. But if I can't go to the game, then I'll definitely do a watch along stream. But I'm definitely the one for Man United. I'm understanding Newcastle Leeds on a Friday, so I cannot go to that game. That's on a Friday. I'll try to get time off for that, but I cannot go. But I'm going to go to the games as well this season, some of the games wherever I can. But I'll definitely do.
Are you not going to the game on Saturday, John?
If I can get my car back, and I'm going to take my car in on Friday, see what's going on with my car. Right, I've got engine light 1 come on. If I get a courtesy car, that'd be cool. I'll definitely do it without a doubt. So, but I will doing like a recorded one, just say I'm up there, sort of thing, give it a score prediction, sort of thing. Check us out for that. And
what's wrong with your car?
It's got an engine light warning on at the minute. It's drivable, but just want to see what happens. It could be like a Pentila filter. It may need cleaning out, sort of thing. So, listen, it needs doing and it has to be done.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to read this.
Should be a quick fix.
But also, you have got like I say, you have got that train. But like you say, we'd have to stay overnight.
Yeah.
Give Mark Ashley a quick call. He might pick you up in his helicopter.
Yeah. I doubt it very much.
When he gets in the air, make sure you kick him out the helicopter.
Yeah.
Without a parachute.
Yeah. Good idea. Oh, I know what you mean. They're going to read comments out very, very quickly, right? Because I let it go because the fans will be patient with us, sort of thing. Good stream, John. Thanks, Keith. Yes, everyone. Video call live, John. Yeah, there'll be a video call phone in, Thomas, of course. Evening, John. Jason, Dave, hope you're well, guys. And Andy Rood as well. Night all. Good night to you, Keith. Great show, everyone. Thanks, Thomas. Truls, have a good night. Thanks very much indeed. Taking John had the fun. And Keith says, good streams. Good points made, David. Thanks very much. You had to mention John Cancelo, right? Good for him. And thanks very much, you, Thomas and Jake, as well. Guys, thanks so much for coming on. And I'll definitely see you soon. And take it steady and have a fantastic evening.
Yep, you too.